Good morning. So we're going to go through the equation of a circle now. In front of you, you can see a circle and the centre of the circle is at the origin. So that's at the coordinate 0, 0. And that's all we're going to deal with as far as circles go. Circles where the centre of the circle is at coordinate 0, 0. This circle you can see has a radius of 1 and there's a point P, coordinate at point P, where the x-coordinate we're calling x and the y-coordinate we're calling y. Using these, we are going to form a formula for the radius of the circle. To do that, we're going to construct a right-angled triangle, which has a base of x and a height there of y. And you can use Pythagoras to create a formula, because you know from a right angle triangle, if you square x and square y, add them together, you get the hypotenuse squared, so 1 squared. Now that means anywhere on the outside of this circle, we can locate some points. Now the key points, I'll come past it, but never mind. The key points, let's look at one on here. We've got coordinate 1, 0. And you have 4 main coordinates. This one here, because the radius is 1, is going to be 0, negative 1. This coordinate here is going to be negative 1, 0. And then the coordinate at the top there is going to be 0, 1. So those 4 main coordinates will cross the axes at either 1 or negative 1. Now we can use this for any size circle, because you can use Pythagoras' theorem on any size circle, and that's going to be x squared plus y squared will always get you the radius squared, and this is the general formula for any equation of a circle. So let's put that into practice. Here we have a circle drawn and we want to work out the equation of the circle. Well, from what we've just seen, all equations have the equation of a circle. Sorry, all circles have the equation of x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. So all you need to do is to work out the radius. We'll look at the x and y axes and that will tell you what the radius is. It has a radius of 5. Sorry about that. So we can have, I'm not quite sure why that's doing that. Really sorry, but I'm just going to carry on for now. It's going to draw a bit further down. That's really annoying that that keeps happening. Sorry guys, let's go over here. So x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. All you need to do is to substitute in what the radius of the circle is. The radius is 5, so square 5 and you get 25. This is the equation of that graph of that circle. Let's try another question. Here we go. If a circle has its centre at the origin and a radius of 4, what is its equation? So all we need to do is x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. So you could write it out as step 1 like this. However, you will need to make sure you square the 4 to get 16. That is the equation of that circle. The next question says a circle has its centre at the origin and equation x squared plus y squared equals 49. What is its radius? Well, we know 49 is the radius squared. So all we need to do is square root that number and the radius must be 7. And we also know the points where it cuts the x and y axes. There will be a +7 and -7. Okay, question A. If a circle has its centre at the origin and has a radius of 8, what is its equation? So we can do x squared plus y squared equals, and you're going to square 8 to get 64. And for question B, the radius, well, you're going to square root 9, and that gets you a radius of 3. Let's have a go at this question then. So you may be asked to solve 2 equations graphically. construct the graph of x squared plus y squared equals 9. Now to do this, you're going to need to use your compass, your pair of compasses. So to get the radius, you're first of all going to square root 9, which gets you 3. So that means the circle has got a radius of 3. So I would open up my protractor, sorry, not protractor, I'd open up my compass. I'm just trying to get my slate working, it seems to have stopped. Open it up to 3. And then you're going to construct a circle with a radius of 3. So you'd put the pointy bit at the origin, you would open it up as far as 3 on your axes go, and then you'll construct a circle. It would look something a bit like this. You then need to construct the line of x plus y equals 1, and as you can see, that has been constructed on this one. Draw the straight line, and then to solve it, it's the coordinates where the line and the circle meet. So those two coordinates you can see on the screen now, when x is negative 1.6 and y is 2.6, and the other coordinate where they meet is when x is 2.6 and y is negative 1.6. If you want to have a go at these questions, you are welcome to, but I will be setting some questions on MathsWatch. Okay, thank you very much.